Hello and welcome back to Space Engineers. In today's video, we're looking at another large block exploration ship that features all the basics you need to go out and about exploring through space or on a planet. So this thing that I'm currently standing inside of is called the HTK Lasta, which is this lovely thing over here. So like I said, it's a large block ship, it's built for exploration. The only weaponry we've got on this is that assault cannon turret you see at the very front. But we do come up with a few things on the inside to make your adventure a bit more comfortable in the form of a survival kit. We've got sofas, we've got toilets, we've got kitchen blocks, and of course we've got a few other bits of utility in the form of an ore detector. So pressing F10 and finding in the menu, the HTK Lasta is 174 large blocks using a couple of the DLC packs. Up here we've got no information whatsoever, so simply give this a thumbs up, which I already have. Move around towards the very front, have a quick look around the outside, fly around for a bit, then we'll head over to a space pirate outpost and we'll go and see what we can do with this ship. So for the very front of the HTK Lasta, this is what we get. That's, well, one of our bridge helms to drive it around, and well, to have a window on top to peer outside of. Surrounding all that, we've got some red battered down blocks with a bunch of white to break it all up. Moving down slightly, we see half a warfare reactor to give it a nice bit of power, with our assault cannon turret sitting right below it. It's quite a precarious setup at the end of the day, because you're either going to be targeting power or weapons when it comes to setting up your turrets, so that's going to be shot off very quickly, unless of course they are targeting default, in which case you're going to be fine. Anyway, on the left and right hand side we see a antenna on that side, then over there we see a gyroscope to move it all the way around. Moving on to this part, here we go, we've got some lovely rounded steel blocks just to break up the front section. Then all the way across to here, here's a beam block just to break up all the steel blocks and the front. Moving across there, there's our gyroscope right below there, sitting on top of our O2HU generator, and that's connected onto a hydrogen tank. Up to here's going to be a doorway to get in and out, and that's very bright on the side there, so I'm going to try and bring the sunlight back around once again. That should be a bit better there. There we go, got a bit of shadow over it. See, now you can actually see it. But yes, this is one of the first times I've ever seen on a ship someone using one of these teeny tiny doors to get in and out, and this is the only way in and out of this ship, so do be aware that if you are trying to evacuate in an emergency. Anyway, we've got some hand skin along the top there, we've then got two little yellow lights. Over to here and across, next to our hydrogen tank, we've then got a conveyor that comes all the way up and across to our hydrogen thrusters. Then on this part, we've got another little beam block that comes across on some armoured panels with our magnetic plates right below there. Anyway, up and across here, we've got some more armoured panels. That's going to come around and hide up all of our thrusters right here. Well, as you can see, we've got 2 to boost us forwards, and 3 to keep you off the ground or move you up while in space. And I forgot the game was paused, so do excuse that. Anyway, moving all the way up, looking down. There we go. So you see how our conveyors come all the way across onto here, then move all the way across and down towards our hydrogen tanks below the ship. Onto this section, another hydrogen thruster to move you down in space, all the way across to here. There we go, and there's our bridge helm right at the very front. Moving all the way down underneath it, there we go, there's our turret sitting on our warfare reactor, there's our antenna on each side, there's our insect connector, which is a fantastic block to have in the game, absolute perfect little block. Been wanting something like this for such a long time, so glad they finally added it. When you're across there, magnetic plate, there's your O2HU generator on the opposite side, there's your other hydrogen tank, there's another hydrogen thruster all the way up to here, which could help slow you down. That's got a few little passages on the side here, make sure it doesn't damage any kind of blocks when it starts to boost backwards to slow you down. When you're back below here, there we go, at the very back, our 3 hydrogen thrusters, and that's about it. And with that, that's a very brief look around the outside for the HTK Lasta, and for what it is, it's a bloody fantastic looking ship. It's got all the stuff you need for survival mode, a light bit of defense, nice bit for role playing, and of course a small bit of utility to actually make it usable and functionable to go out and bounce scouting for ore patches and even refine some of it up. So now what I'm going to do is just paste my character outside, and now it's time to go through that tiny little door sitting on the side. So here you come all the way across, opening up this, here we go, on the inside, so we've got no double door for an airlock, so do be aware that when you actually are opening and closing that door. But here we go, what we're first greeted with is a toilet, and of course over there is a battery. Onto this section, here's your little seat to sit on, there's your air vent to make sure you don't suffocate, there's your survival kit to respawn on and of course recharge yourself, then over to here's your little kitchen block to prepare your food, sit on your seat and eat it all up. Anyway, over to this part, there we go, oh, gets a bit wonky because there's no gravity generator on here, but there is our ladder to go all the way up into this section, which is where we started at the very start of this video. So walking across to this, there we are, looking all the way behind us, not too much to talk about in there. By the front here, here's our bridge helm. Getting to see first-person view, this is all we can see all the way around us. And yes, it will be linked to Skybox description below. Here's another very fancy one from Halo. Anyway, bring up the HUD. These are the controls we get. 2 tabs to go through, but we'll start on tab number 2, because that's going to be for ore detector and antenna on and off. Onto tab number 1, they've got controls for our turrets, so we manually control this thing and blast your enemies. Now that, number 2, number 3 is for 2 of your warfare batteries to set them to auto and recharge. Then you got number 4 for your lights around the ship, turn them on and off, you just about make it there, doing it again. There we go. Number 5 is to turn even more lights on and off, so with the free camera coming all the way down to here. There we go, position it like that, pressing number 5. And there we go, we get a little glow over on that section, on and off. Anyway, back into the character, realign that, there we go. Number 6 and number 7 for your magnet plates below the ship, turn them on and off and to lock and unlock them. And then finally, 8 and 9 for your insect connector to turn it on and off and to lock and unlock it. And with that, that's it for the controls. So all we've got to do now is fly around, and afterwards we're going to go to that unidentified signal, and we're going to see how well the ship handles taking out that base. So hiding all that once again, moving forwards, here we go, and this is the speed we get. So compared to a lot of ships, we are not the fastest thing in the world, but we don't have to be, because we're not a very fast zippy fighter, nor are we a massive battleship. We are generally going to be moseying around the universe, or galaxy even, and doing our own little thing. Coming to a stop, that is what we get. We are a little bit slower than moving forwards, but still very respectful for this type of ship, and the purpose is trying to serve. We'll let that come to a stop, moving left, and moving right. But the same as moving backwards, because we've got one thruster to help us out there. Moving down will be the same as that, there we go. And moving up should be the fastest thing out of everything, yes it is, because we've got one extra thruster compared to moving forwards. And of course doing that, make ourselves stop a lot quicker, there we go. Now time for our gyroscopes, moving this thing around, there we go. So got a nice bit of meat on this. It's a little bit heavy to move it around, but it's not too heavy that it feels like you're actually dragging around. But it's not too overly responsive that a slight hit of the mouse makes you do a 180 like a lot of small fighters tend to go for. No, this ship, for what it's designed for, feels very nice to fly around. And with that, all we've got to do now is move to that unidentified signal, and we'll start to blast it up. So here we are now 3.63 kilometers away from the unidentified signal. And if you remember from my previous video, this is going to be the base that I took over and gave to my own faction. But there are 2 turrets still belonging to the space pirates, 2 assault cannon turrets somewhere on this asteroid. And I believe that will be fair combat for the ship, because it's basically going to be assault cannon turret versus assault cannon turret. So moving very carefully all the way up this pack, coming into the turret view, and having a good look all the way around. Could be over there, could be there, could be up there even. And maybe even over on that section, I'm not too sure. Can't actually see anything while we're this far away. Now we're going to keep going forwards. And when we get to about 2 kilometers, we're going to start to slow down. That looks like a target over there. Back into this camera view. What's going on? Could be something there. Could be something up there. Could be something over there. It's very hard to make out. Maybe come a bit closer. Nice and slow now. Third person view so we can actually see all the shots coming over towards us. And maybe they are disabled. Nope, we're actually shooting something. Something is down on the bottom right. As we get a bit closer over to here. Anything gonna shoot me. And there we go, there's shots all the way up there. Turn myself all the way around. There we go, assault cannon turret versus assault cannon turrets. Hopefully we'll actually disable it. So we are taking quite nasty shots to the front there. And now we're gonna move all the way around over to this section. It looks like from the front there, where it really flashed all the way around, the reactor has been hit. Yes, it has. So we've now got some green smoke coming off the front of this thing. And it looks like that might be fully disabled. Looking at it like so. And yes, it is. There we go. So we did disable that turret. It could have been damaged from before. At least I don't think it was damaged from before. But now I can drive all the way up to the station. This currently owned station by me. And we'll go and loot all the stuff inside it. Anyway, that's kind of a bad demonstration for combat, but it'll do for this video. And well, that's basically it for this ship and all it has to offer. At the end of the day, it's just a fantastic ship to use in survival mode. If you do want to have something nice and simple, well, go out and about exploring through space or on a planet. It's got a nice bit of defense on there, thanks to its assault cannon turret. It's got a nice bit of utility on there, thanks to its survival kit and ore detector, and does have a nice design all around it. It makes it very unique when compared to other ships on the workshop. So as per usual, there'll be links to the description below to which you download and play around yourself. Highly recommend you do. And well, to finish off this video, I'm going to do what I always do and slam it straight into the asteroid. So we come all the way forwards. I'm going to aim for that section up there using the camera. All the way forwards. Yep, we're going to go straight into our base. That looks like another turret up there. So maybe it will shoot me as I go all the way towards it. And yes, it's going to start blasting straight into me. Here we go. About 10 seconds. Last minute realigning. And there we go, just slammed straight into that turret and took out half this ship. Anyway, that's enough of me messing around with this. It's a lovely little ship, like I said, the link to its description below. Do wish to download and play around yourself. I recommend you do, as well as the link to the Skybox I'm currently using. I'll be back with another video sometime soon. Bye bye.